If you're ready to take control of your mornings and stop snoozing, rolling over, pulling the covers over your head, and hiding from your greatness, I would love for you to join us in the free 30-day Morning Mastery Challenge. In this challenge, we'll be using proven strategies and techniques that I have used in multiple areas in my life and that I have helped my clients use in so many different areas to shift habits in a positive way to start creating the dream life we want to create. If you're ready to start shifting your mornings so that they're not groggy, they're not snoozing, they're not constantly starting with you feeling behind, if you're ready to take control and start creating that dream life today, I would love for you to go to the show notes and click the link or visit overcominggraduation.com/morningmastery. That's overcominggraduation.com/morningmastery. We are super excited about this. The group is already growing, and if you're ready, we'd love for you to be a part of it. The challenge kicks off November 21st, 2018. So for those of you that are ready, we will see you on the inside. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Overcoming Graduation with Brian Drury, a show where I work to teach you everything I wished I'd known about life to help you graduate to the next level in your own. Today is another installment of the Morning Commute, where I take my ride to work in the morning to share a short but powerful message with you to help you kick your day off on the right foot. And today's message is this. It's my birthday. So guys, today, the day I am recording this is actually my birthday. And when this actually gets released, it will be after. But my birthday falls on October 22nd. And I am feeling a lot of love and joy and excitement. And I want to share this with all of you because what's interesting about running a business where so much of it is based around sharing the experiences that I am going through, it can be easy to get caught in one area. It can be really easy to get caught up in just the struggle and the overcome, and the struggle and the overcome. Other people might just be posting everything about the successes, all the joys. Look, we're cheersing champagne on a yacht. And it can get kind of siloed, it can get myopic, and the people that I resonate with the most are the ones who show it all, in a way. Not necessarily every detail of their lives, but they show a balance of the different experiences. They reveal the vulnerability, the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, the phenomenal. And that's an interesting thing too, even that expression, the good, the bad, the ugly. Notice there's even more of a connotation towards a negative. Whereas whenever we choose to reframe or choose a different perspective, we can put a different lens on the world. And so in this day, I'm feeling so much joy and I'm feeling happy again for the first time in a while. And it's largely because of some decisions I made recently, some changes I made in my life, and also just choosing to see things differently. And so, coming into 29 years, which still is kind of crazy, because if you ask me how old I am, there's a part of me that still wants to answer 24. But I've found that we hear these quotes about happiness is within our control, or happiness is a decision, we create happiness. But we often think about, oh, well, I just need a lot of money and then I can go skydiving and then I'll be happy. But we don't think about happiness as creating the reality through the removal of things and relationships and stuff that we don't want, and actively creating the happiness no matter where we're at, whether or not we have a lot of money or a little bit, to find the ways to connect with the people we want to build our community, to build our friend groups, to do all the things that we have heard are great, we know we want, but sometimes we just get caught in a loop of wanting and never acting towards it. And I think a big piece of this joy is, one, I'm just allowing myself to enjoy all the work I've been doing and taking a break from some of that work, just even for a day or a weekend, makes a huge difference. I'm allowing myself to be happy. That's a really interesting thing, but some of the changes that came recently, a big one was ending a relationship. And it wasn't that she was a bad person or anything like that. It's really interesting because as I look back on my relationships when I was younger, I used to stay in a relationship well past when I knew it wasn't right. And it wasn't until we got to the point where we basically hated each other and we would feel crazy to stay into it. And that had a lot to do with my people pleasing, my insecurities and all of that, not wanting to be alone. But it also was the fear of having the honest conversation, like saying, hey, this just isn't right. And that's okay, when it should have happened. So that months down the road, it's like, all right, now we're having big fights or whatever. With my most recent relationship, it just was becoming clear that we had different values and different things we were looking for in terms of a relationship, and also different definitions of what love looked like. And it's an interesting thing when you look at that it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be the same as another person. In fact, I think that would be boring in a lot of ways. If we just agreed on everything and everything was like, yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to do this. Yes, I agree with that. It's like, there is some beauty in the controversy and the spark, but also there's a difference between, hey, we disagree on our favorite football team or whether or not we like football at all, versus our fundamental core beliefs on why a relationship exists in life, what a healthy relationship looks like, and what love in that relationship looks like. And so, in ways I never could have or never did, not necessarily, I could have if I was aware, but I just didn't have the awareness and the experience built up. In a way I couldn't have when I was younger, I approached the conversation with love. And we just had an honest, open conversation. And I think the thing that was most freeing about it was just saying all the things that were on my mind and not being attached to a specific outcome. That's the big thing. My roommate called it out after I let my roommates know that I'd ended or stepped away from the relationship. He came back and he said, well, that's because you had the conversation knowing, hey, we could break up, we could stay together, but either way, I'm going to speak my truth. And I think that's where a lot of freedom and joy comes in life, is this might mean I leave my job. This might mean I leave this relationship. This might mean I dive in full out to that entrepreneurial endeavor. This might mean that, but at least I'm speaking my truth and I'm being honest and I'm being real with myself. And guys, I mean, it goes for the good and the bad. It's like, this might mean I file for bankruptcy. This might mean that I need to consolidate a bunch of loans and really get strict with my finances. It's like, it's that honest truth, that honest reality, that real coming to meet yourself and not hiding from you. That's where so much joy is waiting. Because when you're being honest with yourself about the challenges as well, you can also be honest with yourself about the things you want to do and the things you're excited about. And you know what? I really have been putting that side project on the back burner. Or I really do want to finally start my book. I really do want to finally get back in shape or get in shape for the first time. And being able to have that conversation, a loving conversation with a person I care about and say, listen, you're a great person. There's a lot of wonderful things about you, but we are not right for each other in a relationship. And trust me, guys, I don't like all the platitudes and all the bullshit of like, it's not you, it's me, and yeah. It's like, no, it's like, fuck all of that. That's a bunch of nonsense. Like, it's okay to not want a relationship. It's okay to say, hey, I just don't want this, or this doesn't seem right or feel right or whatever. It's okay. When I was younger, I used to play the victim. I used to try and point fingers. I used to say, like, it's circumstantial, it's time. When I knew in my heart, I just didn't want the relationship. It didn't feel right with that person. So doing that enabled me to start being honest with myself and be like, well, where else in my life am I not being honest about what I want and doing it? So over the past couple days, I've started living life again in a way I wasn't before. And me and a buddy of mine came up from Brazil, and his friend was having a cookout, and so he invited me over, and we had like a true Brazilian cookout, which, if you haven't experienced a Brazilian cookout run by Brazilians, it's better than the Brazilian restaurants that you go to, like the Fogo de Chão or like any of those. if you get a true Brazilian family's cookout, it is one of the most amazing things ever. The food, the meat, the cooking, the conversation, and it's so geared around relationship. And that's where part of the magic is. It's like they are so much that when Brazilians spend time together, it is so much about being with the people there. Not just cooking, not just drinking, not everyone's on their cell phone. It's like, hey, we're here together. Let's talk, let's connect, let's hear about each other's lives. So I've been getting out. I went to a skate competition for the first time. I'm living life again, which it feels great. And it wasn't far away. It wasn't like I had to do these monumental, colossal things and I had to change things and I had to make $1 million in order for this to be possible. It was right there. It was just I was letting stress and anxiety and all these things cloud my vision. And I also was hesitating being honest with myself about a situation. It was funny because she and I both said, I was praying about it a lot and saying, hey, God, could you give me an answer on what I should be doing? And it's funny because I was like, yeah, except when he gave us the answer, we both were like, no, not that. I want like a different answer. Yeah. All right, that might be the answer, but no, I want one that's like easy and works out and then everyone's happy and everything's good. And what's funny is although it can be an uncomfortable conversation, it actually wasn't. And it will lead to both of us being happier because we were honest. We were real. The worst thing in the world is to lie to yourself or someone else or both and try to be something you're not. And then years down the road say, you know what, I feel like I wasted my life and I missed all these opportunities because I was with you and blah, 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 blah. Like all the shit that you hear people say, all the shit you may have heard yourself. And my relationships haven't been long by most people's standards. But what's interesting is I'm seeing that I'm getting better at breaking up. I'm getting better at saying no to what I don't want and hell yes to what I do. And as I'm turning 29, I'm actually feeling that, celebrating it. I'm actually giving myself permission to be like, Brian, good job. And because of the courage to have a difficult conversation, we walk away feeling better, knowing we're better. And the other thing is, in the past, I would always be like, well, this is for her. I'm doing this for her. Like, it throughout the relationship. And I was like, I did this for me, but it benefits both of us. And just having the clarity and the strength to say, like, this may not make everyone happy, but I'm not trying to make everyone happy. Because we all know that's a losing game. It's about, let me work to make myself happy and put myself in the best position I can be in so that I can bring the most love and value to the world. And guys, one of the biggest things is saying yes for who you are, who you want to be, and saying no to the things that don't support that vision. So I want to thank you all for joining me on my birthday. On my birthday. And really, guys, this is special for me because I feel like a lot of the episodes recently had more intensity and seriousness because that's where I was at. And today there's a lightness and a joy, and that's because it's where I'm at. So we're on this journey together. And if there's a spot in your life right now, if you think about your life where you're trying to get a different answer than the one you know you need because it means there's a difficult step you'll need to take, know on the other side of that difficult step is your freedom, your self-confidence, your self-love, because it's so important to say yes where we want to. In fact, let's reframe it. Say no to the things you don't want so you can say hell yes to the things you do. So where in your life are you missing a hell yes? And what's one step you can take today to say hell yes to your potential, to your life today? I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I'm just going to say watching. You may be staring at the podcast player app. I don't know. But I want to thank you all for listening, joining, being a part of this. I love you guys. This is coming up on 4 years of podcasting. So it's crazy. getting over 100 episodes recently and continuing to grow this and seeing how life has changed, how life is the same. There's all kinds of crazy things happening, but I think birthdays are a great reflection for that. So if you want to continue on this journey with me, be sure to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or on Stitcher or on Google Play now, because I just added it. It was one of those things I was like, oh, I should add it to other players, other apps. And I was like, oh, it'll probably take a while. It was like 5 clicks, literally. And so iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, available on all of those. If you would like to give me some feedback on the show, ask a question, have me talk about a certain topic on an upcoming episode, please reach out to Brian at overcominggraduation.com. And if you're ready to get clear on what you want to do with your life, why you want to do it, why it's important, and how you can best serve the world, and how to make it happen faster than you thought possible, I want you to visit overcominggraduation.com/coaching and schedule your 1-hour free clarity session with me, where we will help you dive into your life, tear down all the bullshit and the lies and the things you're feeding yourself, get them out of the way so that you can start creating your dream life today. It's overcominggraduation.com/coaching. I love you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this, and I'll be talking to you again real soon.